Alright, I'm not going to bore you with a boring intro, so let's just get started with the first jump. So for this jump, there's 4 strategies. You can do this, but I don't like it. It's really RNG for me. You can do this, which is the second way that I don't really like because you have to get really comfortable with it. I'm not, so I don't do it. The way I do it is I turn out like this, hold S, and then do it that way. You can also just do it with a flick, like this. This jump is pretty easy. Just get to the edge, flick, turn in pretty quickly when you get to the end. Just flick. Sometimes it doesn't let you, but it should be fine. Now for this, you want to hold D the entire time. I've only made this a few times, so I'm still really bad at it, but yeah, like what I did, that was close, but I had to turn in quickly. That's what you want to do. And that's the easy jump. For this, hold W the entire time. As soon as you're holding W, press space, but don't hold, like this. And then some people think this is slightly easier. I think it's a lot easier. Just hold W longer if you want to be safe. Or you can do the same, it doesn't matter. Just do like a normal head hair and then hold A and W at the end. You want to get to the edge of this ladder, flick out, and you see that time you want to be kind of precise with it. Like that. You want to make sure you're going in smoothly. If you don't, you'll almost reach it, and then you'll just fall. Like that was close, but if I failed it, I would have like gone to here. Now for this, there's 3 ways to do this jump. One is to align like over here. Yeah. The second way is to kind of do that line, except as you hold W, that let go of W when you're like in here. Then once you're like here, hold W and D. And also the last way, just keep on flicking so you can get as far away from the tree as possible. Get up here, just flick. Well, I was too far out. Yeah, like that. This jump is a bit hard because it's smaller and you have to do it this way, but it's still pretty easy. For this, it's basically all about aligning. I personally align because it's a lot easier for me at least. Some people can do without aligning. I find it way easier if you align. And that's what a successful run would look like. But to go more in depth, what you want to do is you want to get to the edge, but not like this far out, because that's too far. Well, at least for my align method. Get to here, like this part of the edge. Go into shift lock, keep on going to the right until you hit the wall, or go slightly more to the right of the wall, it doesn't matter. Make sure your head's at the top of this, or like that. That's perfect. Then you want to have this camera angle, hold A the entire time. What I do is I hold W at the very end. Some people think you can only hold A. I don't feel like there's a difference. But you hold A, and right after holding A, you press space, and right after pressing space, you shift lock like this. Then for this, you can go in first person. You can also do it like that. You can do it like this. You can do it like that. And also make sure aim for this. Don't go wrapping to there. I've tried both. This way is easier. Even though it's smaller, it's still closer. And I do it like this because I'm really comfortable with shift lock flicking most of the time. So I do it like that. Now for this, there's 2 strategies. First way, get far out so your arm is like pretty far away. Aim for the corner of this. Do a pretty big long jump, but make sure you don't get flat side. Then wall hop on the corner and flick to the left. Like that. But you want to not flick to the right. You don't want to do that because it's harder. Then the second way is to do it similar, but curve in more like this. And also, there's two ways to do this jump. One is to go like right where the corner is, like this. Another is to go a little far out. So it's like the previous jump, but now it's far out. And once you once you wall hop, there's two ways to do it. You can just wall hop once and wrap around. Or you can wall hop multiple times on like this part and then wrap. I personally just do it once. Easy flick. Then for this, some people think it's really hard. I think it's pretty easy if you know how to do it. Get to the center of the stud. Go into like ghost camera mode, or whatever you want to call it. Zoom in. Then do like a long jump. Do like this instead of doing it like this, by the way. So you want to do this and then slowly the entire time curve in like that. At the end I curved in too much so I fell. Yeah, like that. And if you noticed, I still was curving in even though I was at like this stud. It doesn't matter if you do that. Then for this you can go in first person, you can go in fair, it doesn't matter. You want to aim for the center if you can. Also, if you can, aim for like here, but I just aim for center. Then flick at the end. Just do some easy jumps. Free stud, stick out is pretty easy for me, but if you're having trouble with it, just remember once you reach this part, turn in quickly for any stick out. Then for this, get to around here, angle out a little bit so you won't hit this wall when you do the jump. And just like the long wrap, do like a long jump. Like that. And you also don't focus on getting to this corner. If you do, you'll probably like hit the corner or just barely not make it. Like if I do like that, yeah, I curved in too much anyway, so just don't do that. Like sometimes I can make it even though I'm like all the way over here. Then for this wrap, there's multiple ways to do any wrap like this. You can flick out, you can just do like this. If you flick out, or actually either way, it doesn't matter if you flick out or not because after there's two ways. Number one is to just slowly do it the entire time like that. Number two is just do it slowly until the very end, kind of like, and turn quickly, but not snap. Yeah, like that. And it doesn't matter, you can do it the same way if you flick out at the start. Then for this, it's really easy if you know how to do it. Just go angle out a little bit, and don't worry about hitting this. You'll probably hit it, but you'll just go through, and then at the end, like wrap to here. Then for this jump, it used to be really hard for me. I would just do this. You don't want to do that. What you want to do, it doesn't really matter where you start. You want to hold WA until you reach the edge of this platform. Then just hold A and aim for the end of that wedge, like this. And you see how I was close to here, so I wouldn't make it. I like kind of flicked midair or angled midair. That's what you want to do. Then for this, make sure you don't hit the walls first of all, and second, make sure you curve in quickly, otherwise you won't make it. Then for this, just do a ledge grab, hold, and then for the last jump, hold A, space, or don't hold space, just press space, then at the end, hold A and W and flick, like that. And then that's all the jumps. I'll go over to the jumps that some people struggle on that I don't find that are that hard. That I didn't go very in depth in as well. So like this, I know some people have trouble with this, so I'll go as in depth as I can with this. Go to the very center of this. Make sure, and you see how I angle like this? It's kind of like if you know alignment keys. This is what you would do if you pressed one of the alignment keys once. You want to angle like that and slowly curve in. And also, sometimes I've seen, or not seen, but I've done myself as well. Sometimes you'll just make it to here and then fall because you're not close enough to the platform. You don't want to do that. You want to do that and curve in kind of quickly at the end actually. You still want to go slowly, But if you're far away from the platform, curve in quickly at the end. Like, if I go far out, you see how I turned in quickly at the end? If I didn't do that, I would have just went to this stud and not climbed it. And then, maybe if you have a this strat is kind of hard to understand. Just keep on holding A and W like that. Like for me, I'm very experienced with this jump. I'll probably never fail this now because I'm so used to it. Again, you don't need to start anywhere, but you want to just hold W and A. Just trust me. Just hold W and A until the very end. Like kind of like a long jump. Like pretend that it was like this. It was up to here. Like it was extended to here. You want to do it. You want to hold W and A so you can do it as if it was extended. It'd be way easier. That's basically what I'm doing. It's just a little harder because you have to hold W and A. And then I don't think there's any more jumps that are hard that some people have issues with, like the little squeeze. I can't really help more than that. All I know of squeeze is you hold D and you want to, once you're in, you want to snap to here, but not too early, or otherwise he'll just shoot you out and you'll fall here. And also, I forgot to mention when you're rapping on this on the wall hop, you want to rap quickly because if you don't, you'll just fall and barely not reach it. I've done that multiple times. I've done the wall hop, but then just missed the ladder because I didn't rap quickly enough. You want to make sure you rap quickly on that. And also, I forgot to mention, there's another strat for this jump. You can do this, angle out a little bit. You want to get to the edge. Angle out a little bit. Go in first person, do it like, kind of like a flick, and aim for this ladder, but that's insanely hard. I've never done it before. I wouldn't do that. This strategy is probably quite a bit easier than that. If you do that and beat it, it would probably increase the difficulty just from that one jump. But yeah, that's pretty much all the jumps. I don't think there's any more to explain. Oh yeah, that's about it.